thought he was in de-escalate mode. Now he's having journalists arrested.
My buddy Michael Knowles got into it with Chris Cuomo after Cuomo said that Trump was arresting journalists.
The president just arrested 2 journalists. Now I think that he's almost in double down mode. I thought he was in de-escalate mode. Now he's having journalists arrested.
Well, he arrested journalists for committing crimes and then filming themselves committing crimes and then talking and admitting on camera to committing those crimes. So, you know, just because you say you're a journalist doesn't mean he violated the FACE Act in 18 U.S. Code Section 241, among others. You
think he used force? Yeah, well, look, just because you know the number of the statute, bravo, you probably know the acronym.
I just read the indictment.
But they also want to throw the Ku Klux Klan Act after him. The indictment, as a lawyer, let me tell you, not an impressive document. And you should read into why that felony complaint that they tried originally got signed. Well, no, they're worried. They're worried about the application. They're worried about the application.
They like Don Lemon.
How did Don Lemon or Georgia Fort use force or intimidation? How did they use force or intimidation? Fundamental part of the mens rea of that statute. How?
Chris, I think it's laudable that you want to defend your friend. Don Lemon said on camera that the purpose of the event that he was actively participating in was to traumatize people. And he said that is good. That is what that is for. He went in there. He admitted on camera. You're believing the woman who organized it for some reason. You're not believing Don Lemon, your own friend. He said that he knew a secret. He knew about what they were doing in advance. He wouldn't say it on camera. Yeah, he served coffee to his fellow activists in there. He violated the FACE Act. He conspired against rights. And this is a very important point. You cannot claim First Amendment protections while you actively violate the First Amendment rights of others. My friend, Chris Bell, his wife, Joan Bell, was in prison for 27 months over this for an abortion clinic.
Okay, Cuomo is just the worst. I mean, I've sat with him. I go, it's just terrible. But of course, not only does Knowles calmly lay out the FACE Act again, but okay, so if this is what position would you be taking right now, Chris Cuomo and the rest of you, if a bunch of people in MAGA hats just decided to bust into a local mosque and just sit there, literally just sit there. You know, so you got all the people praying on the mats and everything, and then 10 MAGA guys in hats. They didn't say a word. They didn't call anybody any mean phrases, nothing like that. They just decided to sit in the back and watch. Do you think that should be allowed? And what would you be saying about it? So the hypocrisy can be, you know, sort of sifted through quite easily here.